Happy Wednesday. I did not do Summer this morning. She's just not happy lately. So I just wanted to get in here, and she's not producing milk like she was. And she should be the one out producing her sister here, because Autumn is a freshener. She's only had one litter. It's the first time she's been in milk. Her sister, however, has been in milk for a while, or has had 2 litters. Two births. She had 5 births because she had 5 babies, but I'll have to look it up to see what the real technical term is for it, so I'm not misspeaking. But I didn't, she's just not happy. She wants to be bred. I don't want to breed her. I want to give her a year off and give her body a chance to recover from having babies. And I know in the wild she would just breed every single time. I did talk to a friend at work who has dairy goats, and she says that she lets her goats stay milking for 3 months after they're bred, and then she dries them off for the last 2 months. So I worry about her grain intake, because if you give them too much grain, the babies are too big. And I don't want that. The last thing I want to do is lose my Autumn girl. Right, Autumn? I don't want to lose you. But she too has a goat that she just loves, and a sister to it that is just a pain in the tush. So I guess it's common. All the sweet genes go into one, yeah, and all the stubborn spicy go in the other. Is that true? Is that true, Autumn girl? Yeah, so anyway, and I had to go out and get a bale of hay because I brought in hay last night and then I fed it all. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have brought in more last night, but I wasn't. I spaced out. We had a Zoom meeting for work. They were getting the teachers' input on what they think we should do. The 2 elementary schools are all like 70 years old. And I don't know if I said in a previous video, but the roofs leak. When you look at them from the outside, there's the cement is chipping and wearing away. Windows leak. You can't keep a temperature. It's just one side of the building is like 82 degrees and the other side of the building is 69. So you have teachers with windows open in the middle of winter because they can't get the heat turned down. Yeah. The computer programs don't work well because we don't have any like Ethernet, or we don't have any of the wiring in it. So everything is connected to our badges. So when I have to make copies of stuff, I have to scan my badge, which links how many copies I make to my account. It also opens the doors so I can get in. Well, here's the problem, is that when all the doors are being open and being scanned, it clogs the system, and so then the printers shut down. And a couple of times our phone lines have shut down. So we can't make calls out, we can't make calls in. Now, it's okay, you know, for us to be able to call each other or text each other. Sometimes we share our numbers. More with the kids that are, the teachers that are, you know, all the 3rd grade teachers and all the second, you know what I mean, or all the teachers at one school. But it was interesting because that's just one of the things we need to upgrade. So they're talking about upgrading that, because especially with me, because my curriculum, there's not a STEM curriculum per se. There's STEM standards, state standards, but there's not a curriculum per se that's been put together to cover the state standards. So I have to go in, find standards, and then find a lesson plan I can adapt or use that is also hands-on. STEM is not a sit down and be lectured for 20 minutes and then, answer a couple questions and move on. It's not like social studies. STEMS is a hands-on, heavy experimental science, computer, technology stuff. So you have to have things to do with them, which is why they love coming, because it's not a sit down, be quiet kind of class. It's a, here's what we're doing, get up, get moving, we're going to test this, do that, do these. So the kids love it because it's an active participant, which is nice for me. But you have to be able to incorporate. And then because I have 5 grade levels, the standards are different for each grade level. Now, engineering, I've been lucky because the standards for engineering are the same K through 2 and then 3rd through 5th. That's another thing we brought up, is that we'd like to have the 5th graders put back into the elementary school. I think that would make a huge benefit to the kids. I don't think 5th graders belong in junior high. I think they need that extra year of, I don't think 6th graders belong in junior high. I still think that 6th graders should be in the elementary ed. I think we need to give them as much time as possible to mature before we throw them in to environments where there are other things going on. And don't tell me those things they're not hearing them, because they are. They hear them. There's no way they don't hear them. I don't think you should have K through 12 on the same school bus. Right? Right? I think they need to be kept separate. Let our children be children for as long as they can. They have to be adults for a very long time, hopefully. So, let them be kids. Stop pushing them to do 10 million things. Give them a break. Let them go out and play. Let them get dirty. Let them be a kid. Crying out loud, so many of them don't get a chance to be kids. And that doesn't mean coddle them. Some of these kids need to be toughened up, and some of these kids need to have somebody love them. Overprotecting your kid is just as bad as neglecting them. In my opinion. Just my opinion. You don't have to believe me, but that's what I think. Anyway, that's it for Wednesday morning. After today, halfway through the week, woohoo! If it would ever warm up, we'd get closer to what's going on. I will have a chat with you guys later. Bye.